Sims 4 speed builds. This is a community lot, and it is a community wedding lot. I thought it would be pretty cool to do a wedding lot because there's not a lot of wedding options for Sims. When I get married, normally I just use my whatever household I'm in and just kind of build a wedding venue or room, I guess. So now I am working on, but I decided I wanted a Sims 4 wedding venue, specifically for weddings, so a place where if I have Sims getting married, I can just plop this item down, this community lot down, and then have a wedding venue. So the wedding venue is called Weddings del Rey, which means Weddings of the King, and it's built as a mission-style church, or like an old world church that was kind of updated for weddings, specifically for weddings. So this is the information about it on the gallery. Weddings del Rey was once a mission that hosted the wedding of King Paulo to Queen Natalia. It was bought by Landgrabb Inc. and converted into a full-time wedding venue. For couples wanting a traditional wedding, the chapel will be sure to bring a tear to your grandmother's eye with magnificent vaulted ceilings. For couples wanting a more contemporary wedding, the Reyna garden has breathtaking landscape. Book a tour today. Price upon request, deposit required. So the idea is that there's two venues from the description. There's the church or chapel wedding where your Sims can get married indoors, or if the weather's nice, and it's the Sims 4, so the weather's always nice, you can get married outside at the Reyna garden. And there's also two different areas to have your reception, an outside and an inside. There's a dance floor as well as a bar upstairs on the left side of this build. There is also, this is a park community lot, so I had to ensure that I had everything necessary for a park, including like 2 benches, a jungle gym, monkey bars, and a chess table. So that's all featured in this lot. So you'll see Sims, if you happen to have your wedding here, you'll see other Sims from the community. Or if you happen to go here, you'll see other Sims from the community just hanging out. When I took screenshots, there was a lot of Sims using some of the features. No weddings, but that's okay. So during this build, I really wanted to give storytellers some really good vantage points to take some beautiful pictures for their stories. So there are 2 main types of Sims players. They're the builders and there are the storytellers. So there's people that just love building houses and don't really play the Sims as much as some, in terms of, I don't know, there's people who just love building, who just use the Sims for building, and then there's Sims who love, or there's Simmers who love just playing the Sims and telling stories. And I feel like those are the people that probably love playing with doll houses. So there was people that love playing with doll houses and people that love playing with Legos, building with Legos. So the people who love building with Legos are now the builders of the Sims, and the people who loved playing with doll houses are now the players of the Sims. So I, as a child, loved playing with doll houses, but I also loved Legos. So I guess I'm a little bit of a mixture of both. So anyway, This lot was really a nod to the storytellers of the Sims who want their Sims to get married and take pictures and create a whole story, a whole novel out of life, or out of video game life, I guess. I do wish there was more architectural features we could use outside, like I'm not really sure what they're called, but the awnings, while they're great, there's not a lot of them, and I ended up going with the ivy. And the purpose of the ivy was to say, oh, this is an old building, but not so much ivy that it doesn't look that it looks like it's overgrown, so that I try to place the ivy in a very strategic way. And also when I was placing the ivy, I noticed, oh, this could look inappropriate if I don't add more. So I did, and I think the overall lot turns out well. The second floor above the chapel, I didn't add anything in that space, and I guess I really could have, or just even opened it up to make it, double high ceiling for part of it. But I didn't, because it would have looked weird because it wasn't the whole room. Now that I'm thinking about it, I could have just had another seating area up there or whatever. So if that is something, if you want to download this lot, you can, and it's on the gallery. I've already read the description, but you can find it on the gallery with hashtag Cheri of all trades, or by searching my username, which is also Cheri of all trades. That's CHERI of all trades, all one word. So when I was taking screenshots and there were Sims walking around, they were actually using these paths, which I thought was really cool. I guess the sidewalk paths I put in, I don't know, I've never really paid attention to if Sims will use the path or use like the floor tiles or walk on grass if they're given an option, or like if the AI automatically goes for the floor tiles. I'm not really sure, but it's cool to see them walking on the floor tiles. And even these floor tiles, they were walking like in a straight path along these floor tiles. I thought that was kind of cool. So again, this little reflecting pond would be great for pictures, to take, pictures of your Sims, or just scenic pictures from the wedding day to add to your wedding album. And the gazebo is just another place to take pictures. Originally, I was going to add a wedding arch in there so people could get married underneath the gazebo, but I thought that was really weird. It didn't look right with the arch inside. So instead, I just decided to leave it as a gazebo. And if your Sims want to, elope right there, they can. Or just another great spot for taking pictures. So this lot is in I built it on what was the Magnolia Blossom lot in Willow Creek. So there's a lot of great scenery around this lot as well. So I thought that was pretty nifty. I can't wait for spiral staircases. That's going to be so great. I wonder if City Life, I don't know, I've seen some stuff about it, but I haven't really watched all the broadcast. But are they going to have in the City Life, are they going to have elevators? I mean, I'm sure they'll have elevators, but are they going to have elevators for normal build-by mode that's not a house? Or that's not an apartment, because that would be really cool if we could add elevators to houses. Only because then you wouldn't need staircases. Because staircases, if you don't place them right, they kind of just get in the way sometimes. Like, I really wish there were spiral staircases, or the staircases that kind of curve, or that you could build like a, not twisted, but like a staircase that goes halfway up and then you turn, like, so a 90 degree staircase, so the staircase moves 90 degrees. That would be also really cool, and I don't think that would be too hard to put into the game. So I mean, I know they've had spiral staircases before, and they've had curved staircases before, so yes, that's what we need, more staircases, please. Okay, so this is the outdoor area, which I later called the Reyna garden, and the name was completely inspired by the way I decorated the garden. So the garden ends up having a very probably Greek theme, because it's a lot of white. Well, the chairs are white, the arch is white, I I have no idea what I was doing right here. I don't know if I was going to try to put it on put the arch on a diocese, or maybe build a half. I don't know. I have no idea what my intentions there were. So the end result looks pretty good. So I got tired of doing the outdoor stuff, and I decided to go back and do some more of the chapel. Just adding, because I added a foundation when I built the gazebo, because I didn't want to have a gazebo just, hanging out on the ground. I wanted, most gazebos are on a foundation, so I built the foundation, and of course that affected the rest of the lot. And windows for the chapel, and that walkway that's kind of going to the side of the chapel, I did get rid of it, so there's only one entrance to the chapel. Alright, so now I'm decorating the inside of the chapel, and I guess it's kind of supposed to look like a mission-style Catholic church, but I've never really been inside one, so I just had to guess. I did use the wood couches or wood love seats from Get Together. I think those resemble pews the most. And there's seating in here for 24 Sims. So if you're using any mods to increase the number of Sims on your lot, there'd be plenty of Sims or seats for your Sims to sit down. Of course, the red carpet for the bride and to walk down with her father. And I didn't want to add a lot of paintings. Instead, I wanted to do statues. I thought that would be the most appropriate, and the suit of armor lended itself well. And there's also another statue I used, the astronaut statue. And just making the walkway a bit more walkway-esque. I don't know. So I did add one painting. There's another one. So two with the piano. I don't know. I needed stuff to add. This build took 4 hours, I think. Probably over 4 hours. I did edit the video a bit so it wouldn't be so long, because otherwise it would have been over 40 minutes, even sped up, and I thought that's way too long for anyone to want to watch a Sims 4 build or anything, or for me to talk for 40 minutes straight. So instead I was able to cut out 10 minutes of sped up time, so the video ends up being just under 28 minutes. And the parquet flooring, I've used in a few builds. I would never want that kind of flooring in my house, but it's it's fine for The Sims. So this is the bathroom, and I wanted the bathroom to be in a separate area. I I didn't realize that Sims on this lot would be able to use a community bathroom that's not on this lot, that's just in the world right near this lot. So I added a bathroom anyway for the guest, for the reception guest. There's a male and a female bathroom, and I wanted them to be separate from the other area. I don't know what I was doing there when the video just kind of froze for a bit. I was probably texting someone or doing something. So I did reconfigure this area a little bit. So this is the reception area for what would be the chapel wedding guest. And, you know, you could obviously, I used the dine out stuff pack. The dine out game, I'd use the dine out game pack to for the furniture and lights, and it would be super easy to modify, to change the design of this to make it the wedding colors of your choice. So I just used the champagne color or peach, depending on what you prefer, just to give it and there's a lot of reconfiguring of this room, trying to get chairs in, and obviously there's 24 guests that could be at the wedding, but there's only 2, 4, 6, 8, 12 seats per guest, because the table at the top would of course be for the bride and groom, or the groom and groom, or the bride and bride. I'm not judging. And then I realized, oh wait, I need a way for the Sims to get upstairs to the reception area. And plus, that kitchen could potentially serve the outdoor area too if they wanted something that wasn't grilled. So I decided to make I ended up reconfiguring the kitchen and adding stairs there. That way it could serve as like kind of the service area. And this again is where I realized, oh, there's no stairs upstairs, and I want to use So, this reception area upstairs is intended to be used by either outdoor weddings or indoor weddings. And this reception area, I wanted to think, okay, what kind of reception? I guess this is more like the entertainment area. So there's a dance floor I put in, and a DJ booth. And again, the screenshots I took from this balcony with the bar and the benches. The view is so beautiful. Like, especially the morning light, with light like just peeking over. I mean, I don't know why you'd want to get married in the morning, but if you were planning on it in The Sims, make sure to get a screenshot with your Sims kissing on the balcony, because it is amazing. Okay, so now I'm working on the outside reception area that would go with the Reyna garden, or the Reyna garden venue. And I was building it to match. At first, I was building this area to match the mission, but then I realized, wait a second, like, I want it to be cohesive with the outdoor, with the outdoor ceremony. So instead, I changed everything to white. So because this is a park lot, this is where I add the playground and the chess table. And the monkey bars. And I added trees so this area, this playground would be kind of hidden. So if you were having a wedding and you had a bunch of kids that you had to invite because they couldn't find a sitter, although there are sitters in The Sims now, or nannies, the idea would be, oh, well, you can just, throw them, or just let them go play on the playground and entertain themselves while other people are having fun at the ceremony or reception or whatnot. And this is just adding the garden. I wanted it to be very, very colorful, and that way if you do change the colors of the archway, you can still leave the flowers and whatnot around it as is, or you can change those colors too. And just some landscaping, or just changing the color of the grass a little bit so it's lush. And if you're having to wear high heels, you can take your shoes off and just have your toes relax, or get massaged by the feet, or by the nice thick grass, hopefully without bugs. So I think, this is where I decided to change everything to white and make it more Grecian or Greco-Roman. And added a few more tables in there because there was not enough tables. The 2 tables isn't enough. Right, so then I wanted to add some more decor from the Romantic Garden stuff pack because I love that stuff pack. It might be my favorite stuff pack. Actually, it is, without a doubt. Romantic Garden stuff pack is my favorite stuff pack. I had wanted not to put anything behind the arch, so that way it would be, you get a really nice view of the mission from the ceremony, but I thought, but that other archway is just too perfect. So, or the half arch or half dome, I'm not even sure what it's called, but it's amazing and it looks great. And then I had this other area, and I had no idea what to put out here. So instead, I decided just to give another little photo op opportunity. So if your couple wants to wish for money or a child, or make a wish for their, for the new wedding or for their new life together, this would be the place to do it. I didn't want to overdo it on the decorations in this area, so I didn't. And then I realized I still needed a chess table. And I found that really cool bird feeder. So I thought, oh, I don't know if birds actually go to it because I haven't placed it yet. But it would be really cool if birds went to that and there'd be birds in the garden at your wedding ceremony. And hopefully not dropping any bird droppings on people. I just added a couple lights for the chess table. Then I wanted lights the rest of the place and the rest of the playground. And I thought, wait a second. There is a tree with lights built in. Like, I don't need to have a separate one. So I moved the Hawthorne tree out and put the lights from the movie stuff pack in. That was a good stuff pack too. And then, of course, a light for the ceremony, or for the outdoor ceremony, the Reyna garden. And I'm just going to add some outdoor lights to make sure every area is lit in case you have an evening wedding. And now I'll head into the screenshots. So if you do use this wedding, then you please let me know what you think.
Well, everyone, anggoy, shasha, gamang, kamsahamnida, gracias, obrigado, grati, merci, danka, toda. Thanks so much for watching. Peace out.